Today I'm chatting with John Power from Athena Gold Corp. Athena was first brought onto our radar when we saw a very large drill hole that got announced, and the stock didn't really seem to get any traction. Nobody really seemed to notice. Flash forward around a year, and the company has announced a second large drill hole, a step out, today, and we figured let's have John on and chat with him about the results. All right, everybody, enjoy the interview. John, thanks so much for joining us today.
Hey, good morning. Great to see you again.
So let's start off with gold. We've seen a little bit of a bump in the price recently. How closely are you following the price action, and what do you think needs to happen for us to see gold move higher from here?
Yeah, I think, obviously gold has really strengthened over the last couple months, so that's really encouraging. It seems to be improving. I do think that everyone is expecting, the Fed to pivot. I don't think they're going to pivot as quickly as everybody thinks, but it's inevitable that they pivot. And so I think we're just at this, early stages of a bull market here for gold.
So why do you think investors should be looking at juniors at this stage, or what type of juniors do you think that they should be looking at this at this stage in the gold cycle?
Yeah, I think it's pretty clear that juniors in a bull market will outperform the metal itself or the majors. And so juniors provide tremendous leverage to the investor, to the upside. They've been completely beat down for years. And so the market for juniors is about as depressed as you can get. I've always been a contrarian. So for me, this is like all the signals were flashing, this is the time to buy. On the macro scale, I think that one of the things I'm excited about is being our projects in Nevada. I mean, we see the headlines every day, of problems, whether it be in Mexico or Brazil or Peru. There's lots of great projects in those jurisdictions. I don't want to take away from them. But for me personally, I'm happy to have a great project in Nevada.
Okay, so let's talk about Athena. What's the 2-minute elevator pitch for Athena?
So the 2-minute elevator pitch is Nevada, high-grade gold near surface with basically a very small market capitalization of around 10 million Canadian. So it's just a tremendous opportunity. You don't find a lot of projects in Nevada, with high-grade gold near surface. We're in the early innings here. So, we see plenty of upside from where we're at with our project.
Okay, so Nevada, what can you tell us about your flagship project, and why is Nevada attractive as a gold jurisdiction?
Yeah, so our flagship is a project called Excelsior Springs, and Excelsior Springs was kind of off the radar in kind of what I thought was an overlooked part of Nevada. So we targeted it several years ago and were able to acquire it. We also were very careful about how we acquired it. We did not want a structure where we had obligations to the vendor for work commitments or payments. So we acquired Excelsior Springs for stock. So we own 100% of it. There's minimal royalty burden on it. So it's a really clean structure and asset for us. Why I like Nevada is we're in something with the Walker Lane trend. The Walker Lane trend is the home to some of the most famous historic mines you've ever heard of, like the Comstock and Tonopah, Goldfield. But also Walker Lane trend is top of mind right now as well. There's been some huge discoveries down in Beatty. All the majors are starting to build up their land positions and acquiring properties in the Walker Lane. So we think the Walker Lane, is a really right place to be.
So what's the strategy for exploration?
So one of the things that we got with the project was a terrific database of the prior work that had been done. And one of those was prior operators over the years had drilled about 84 holes. So there was a tremendous amount of data. And actually those holes had quite a bit of success. And so we were able to use that database, and we targeted an area that had some high grade. So in the spring of this year, oh, nope, spring of last year of 2022, we drilled DB23, and DB23 came back with 100 feet or about 33 meters of over 5 grams gold. And this is oxide gold I think that it's about, it's fairly shallow, about, 75 feet. So call it.
And this was a naked hole, like you guys weren't sort of testing a previous drill hole.
There was a previous drill hole that had a smaller high grade intercept. And so we had a clue. So we weren't just wildcatting. So we were following what we thought was a promising lead. We have an amazing technical team with years of experience in Nevada. And so this was one of our targets. The results were way better than we expected. I mean, we did not expect to hit, 110 feet or 27 meters of 5 grams gold. So it was an amazing discovery hole. We call this area now the western slope of our project. And so then we did a follow-up drill program that we just announced today, which is very exciting, where we were able to follow this high-grade mineralization both east and west. And so, the details are in the press release, so I'll just try to keep it at a high level. But basically 2201, we were able to, it was like 90 feet, or about 27 meters of about 6 grams of gold to the ton. So, and then 2202 was about 50 feet of 5 grams, so that's so very good intercept. So the mineralization we've been able to extend going east and west. And so now we need to just follow up on that and continue drilling both east and west and continue to extend out the mineralization.
And this is a question that I ask every junior gold exploration company we talk to. There's thousands of gold exploration companies. What separates Athena? Why should investors spend some time digging into it?
Yeah, I think it gets back to our jurisdiction, Nevada, high grade gold and shallow high grade gold, and it's oxide. So it's generally very treatable oxide gold is from a recovery process.
Which means that it's cheaper to produce.
Correct. Yeah, get higher recoveries. And so it comes back to high grade near surface gold in a great jurisdiction.
Okay. So for investors that are watching, we obviously got a big drill hole announced today. What's the next steps here? What should they be watching out for in 2023 from Athena Gold?
Yeah, so our plan is we're going to go back out and drill hopefully as early as late spring or of this year. So just around the corner, we'll be back out there with a rig drilling additional follow-ups in this western slope zone that we're so excited about. So there's plenty of catalysts for us in 2023.
Awesome. Well, thanks so much for joining us, John, and please come back on and update us as we get some more results in the new year.
Yeah, thanks for your time.
All right, everybody, thank you for watching. And if you could do me a big favor, please hit the like button, subscribe, and ring that notification bell so we keep making more of this content for y'all.